Morning diggers, back out in Somerset again as per usual. I haven't done the Devon bit on this one yet, but I might do. Depends on what comes up. But yeah, just getting over this bloody cold. I don't know how many people I've spoken to have got these. They call it influenza A. Is it sort of a similar thing to COVID? I don't know, but bloody knocked me out. And I was thinking today, I thought, am I going to get out or am I going to just sit on the sofa and just relax and watch other mugs out there doing it? Because this is blooming hard work. I'm not complaining. I'll see you at the first though. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, got millions of subscribers now. Well, 600 up to be precise, but it's getting there. If you could give us a like or subscribe. And the other thing we're loving, again, and I keep saying it, is the comments. Now, don't be a troll and go on about a load of old rubbish. Put some decent stuff in there, like, oh yeah, I think that looks like a, and then we can have a little conversation about it. Not like, have you been eating dirt and all this sort of stuff, as some other trolls said. And no, if you're watching, I haven't been eating dirt. But anyway, we'll see you on the first. Well, talk about deja vu. Remember I found one of these last week? Or it's actually on the last clip. And I thought 13 was unlucky for some, but how can you lose two buttons identical like that in the same field? Unless they were ploughed in, as I always say. Anyway, number 13, unlucky for some, but lucky for the Danish. I'm not going to explain all that again, but on to the next. Do you know, I think I said the other day, some of these signals, the low signals and the muddiest stuff are the best finds. And there's something going on with this. I'm just going to give it a quick clean up because it's obviously broken off of something, but it is something. I'm going to get a brush a minute, hang on. I've no idea what it is, but it looks like it's come off a brooch or something, wouldn't you say? Looking at that back, it's got a weird back on it. Don't know, but it was a crap signal. It was sort of 11, really, bad one, but don't know what that is there. Is that a stone or is that a bit of metal? Don't know. But yeah, I think it's off a brooch of some sorts. Anyway, I'll let you know if I can find anything more out about it, or if you know, let me know. Well, I just had a little word with my mate about that thing that I just found. That little, I thought was off a brooch or something, and they reckon it's off somebody's bloody back bra thing that you undo. I mean, I know this was woods here, but yeah, not too sure what was going on there. Anyway, a little bit of news. That spearhead we found last week was here, and I've had hundreds and hundreds, and if not thousands of comments and stuff on social media, mainly Facebook. And I've had a load of people as well, unfortunately, scammers and stuff, claiming that they found it. And I've also had people turn around and say, oh, well, that's you got that from B&Q. Yeah, B&Q. Just here, look, B&Q, went in there. Yeah, can I have a fence post, please? Or a spike to go on top of it. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Anyway, it's now with the flow. So they'll have something to say about it, and hopefully that story now is with the treasure hunting magazine. So we've written it, but we haven't got all the pictures properly sent to them. I'm going to do that today, a little bit later on today. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, readers' finds as well. I thought I'd send them off that little Charles the second one, the 1860 one, the threepenny bit. That was lovely. They really liked that, and they said, well, Andy, can we have that as well? I said, yeah, well, fill your boots. So anyway, we've got some good stuff going on to start 2025. Mate's just complaining I'm digging up ring pulls. Well, ain't getting much better with me either. Got a bullet now, some sort. Don't know what that is. They call that a 303? Or is that too small? Don't know. I don't know my ammunition that well. Anyway, well, they dig the ring pulls. I don't mind digging this sort of stuff. I'm moving on. Well, we're having a bit of a lemon day of it today. Got 2 pence just come up. And, yeah, can't see anything else on it. 2 pence, but it just makes me wonder. It came up on a screaming signal. I've done this quite a few times this ground. Never gone across that. 2 pence. Look how knackered it is. Well, there you are, that stair rod holder. So that goes into your stair, there, doink, 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 right, goes in there, and then your rod would come across here. So it's a stair rod holder. And yeah, it just so happens that there's one in the middle of a field. Great, isn't it? Well, can't do much with this one. It's a toasty, it's a bent toasty. Just come up after that stair rod thing, so perhaps the person who was messing with the stair rod dropped this. Don't know. Yeah, anyway, on to the next. I don't know what this is. It's probably just a nut, but it's an odd nut because it goes that way, this way, that way, this way. Don't know. Maybe you know. Just a bit odd, that's all. Well, I just had a little padlock up, I think. It's got to be a padlock. There's a very small one, but yeah, padlock. Nothing more to say about that, really, is there? Don't know. How old do you reckon that is? Don't know. Well, here we go. I think that's a pot mend. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, it's definitely a pot mend, that. Going back some age as well. Somebody's mended a pot with it. Hence the name pot mend. That's the first one of those I've had come up. I think it's a Spitfire. Whether it was on a plinth at some stage, I don't know. But yeah, just about sums up this or last month's aviation. Bloody shocking. But yeah, look at he, Spitfire. Imagine him coming up behind you. Oh dear, I've just been hit. Ooh. Well, that was a good finish to the day. Whether I'll ever get anything off of it, I'll never know. But it's absolutely battered. But nevertheless, hammered. Oh dear, let's have a look on the other side. Nah, it's toasted. But a hammered's a hammered. Yeah, so we've had a little bit of a switch round. Off the pasture now and back onto this stubbly type stuff. But you can see the ground's pretty solid at the minute. And due a load of snow today, they reckon. About 5 o'clock is kicking in. So hopefully I'll be scooting off back down to Devon. Because apparently there's going to be rain down there and not snow. But there's going to be a heap of snow up here, apparently. But yeah, back on the old stubble. Loads and loads and loads of lead in this field. And you can't discrim the stuff. It's just loads of it. But yeah, I'm on the 9-inch coil. I was going to put a 15-inch coil on just to see how it'd go. But it's quite a noisy field. So with that 15-inch coil on it, it caused blimmin' havoc. There wouldn't be a point. It'd be digging all over the place. And you know, you'd be getting two signals in one hole and stuff like that, but because it's so noisy. It's funny now, ain't no noise at all at the minute, but it has been, you know, this was predominantly lead, this field, but you get the odd nice cut of bits. But anyway, let's keep going and see you on the next hole. I just had a little button come up, a little tomback button with a shank on the back, and I was just looking at this mud. If you look at it a couple of weeks ago on these clips, look at it, it's absolutely solid now, but it's only sort of the top layer, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get it all back and compact and stuff. But I don't suppose the farmer's going to worry about it too much. He needs to do something else with this field soon, but you know, we will cover all the holes up and do all that. But you know, you've got to really look at this. Look, it's absolutely solid now. But yeah, yeah, a button, but I think I'm on the right track. Let's just keep going, see what else comes up. Well, this one's just popped up, and we think that's a token. And again, you've got to dry these things out to see if there's anything on them, but there's nothing on the other side. But it's a thick thing. Come up on the Manticore on a 91, which is about the same as a sort of George III. So it's about the same size as a penny, but I think it's a token. Can't really get much off of it yet, but who knows? It's heavy too. Right, I just dug this one out, and I think there's a hammer in here, what I've seen of it anyway, but I just set the camera up here just to... it would come up on a crappy 38. And I'm not too sure where it is now. Ugh. Was it there? There. No. It's gone back in the bloody hole. We don't want to come out. Oh, where the fuck's that gone then? Oh, there you are. Right, I think that's a Lizzie. Just get it down a little bit so you can see it. Can I see that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Just come out the hole. Yeah, I'll just clean it up a little bit. So here you are. This is it. Oh, I'm trying the camera different ways, but that looks like it's a Lizzie. Look at that, the shield on the front of there. Oh dear, we don't have had some good luck round here. It's really, really good land. But some days, I mean, we were just chatting just now. We've had buttons, lead, buttons, lead, buttons. Then all of a sudden, hammered, and off we go. So anyway, moving on. Much excitement, and on to the next. Right, we're going to do a take 2 on this. Well, not a take 2. We're just going to continue it. And we've been looking and looking and looking and looking, and Lizzie is not on there. We think that is a forward. Oh, to the forward facing. Henry the 7th, I think. 8th. Yeah, sorry, 8th. Just getting really excited, but have a look. Look at him. You can see him, and that was why the signal was so crap. That is an absolute beauty. You can see his eyes now. Oh my God. Let's get it out of focus. Into focus. And then the other side, again, cracking. Yep, so Henry the 8th. The 8th. I repeat, the 8th. It's Henry the 8th, for God's sake. Well, the bubble's just about to be burst, I'd imagine. But we got a nice 29-30 that's holding well. You can have a look at that. And I'm trying to use the other camera to the last one with that hammered, just to make things a little bit more easier. I think I've got this modulation thing set up right now. Might be a bit too loud, but yeah, been playing about with everything, because some of the videos that we've done, the finds are brilliant, but the sound is shocking. I mean, obviously you can't help the weather, but where the hell's that gone? Ugh. That is haft. How does that work? Bloody Manticore? What's wrong with you? Right, any more of your nonsense, you're going in the bin. Right. Oh, I don't know, there's something here. Let's have a look. That was a 30 to start off with. Took the top off. Have you ever dug one of those holes where you thought, ugh. Well, that was worth the wait, and I don't know why that went from 30 to 14. You've seen it. Yeah, it's 15. That's mental. That come up. That was 30 all day long, unless I was seeing things. But I think it's a. I don't know. I think that's sort of 1500 maybe. That might go with that Henry VIII. Oh, that's 2 cracking finds there. That is bloody beautiful. We like doing the old clod thing every now and again, and I don't. Obviously, this is not hammered. It's there's something else in here, and I think it is a leather mount or a buckle or something along those lines. Not too sure. I'll clean it up a minute. Trouble is, you start fiddling around with stuff and it's cold, and all of a sudden you've got a load of bits in your hand. Hang on. This is quite a nice piece actually. We think it's a leather mount. Yeah, it's got some nice pattern on it. It's hollow in the back, but yeah, can you see what I mean? Leather mount? Maybe? Okay, no, well, something else. You tell me, if you know, write down in those comments below what you think that is. It's always interesting to hear from people, as I say, all the time. It just helps us no end. Well, obviously we're trying to keep on the scent of these hammers. Yeah, we're on some sort of path at the minute that we've just looked on to see if we can sort of get some more bits up. And I think we've got a George here. There he is. We just clean this up a little bit. Hang on a sec. Well, this one's worth filming. Look at this. 1921 he is. He's an absolute corker. Look at this. Oh, he's come out beautiful. George V, look. Oh. Yeah, I could dig them up all day long. It's blemmin' beautiful. And yeah, date and all, 1921. So beautiful. On to the next. Now here's one for you, all you clever lot. We're thinking, and we're not too sure, but we don't think this is a ring. Why, you may ask? Got a cut here. It's got a knob there. Is it some sort of holder? Or is it a ring? Well, the jewelry's out, and you are that jewelry. Oof. Oh my God, I just touched that, and that just touched it. Anyway, see what I mean? Not cleaning stuff up. Well, I've been pretty lucky with the targets today, but got a bit of a wishy-washy. Oh, just everywhere this thing is, and it's right under a tree. So I had a penny up just now. I've been sort of searching around underneath the tree just to see. It's just off that track I was talking about, but oh, I'm going to be faffing about here. I can see it. Well, is it this, I wonder? No. But I'm just showing some of the stuff that... Oh look, there's a bloody moo tube. So, you know, we show you hammers, we show you everything else. Pennies, rings, buckles, and all sorts. Moo tubes. Well, I haven't done any more live digs for a minute because it's just keep digging up blimmin' lead. But we think, look at this. We think that is an annular brooch. We think. It's been pushed over a bit here, but it's not a ring thing, that's for sure. You can see. So we're thinking annular brooch because you got this here, let's see where the pin's gone, and across here. But that is lovely, that. Oh, this detecting, sometimes the detecting gods, they sort of wake up. Yesterday they were just fast asleep snoring, and I thought to myself, come on you buggers, give us something. And then you start singing and talking to them, and then they come up with a lovely little thing like this. Oh, and while we're on this, at the end of the clip, I'm going to show you something we had up last year. I was looking at it this morning, and I thought to myself, my God, what would we like to find that again? And I think it was our last bit of gold. So it'll be on the end of this clip. So you keep watching, and we'll keep finding rubbish. I thought I'd keep you up to speed on some other bits we've had come up. We've had a bit of pot here, look. That's quite nice. You know, that goes back some years and a bit, that one. And this, you just got to wait for it to dry out. We think it could be a Roman grot. We think, but there again, we don't know until we actually clean it up and let it dry out properly. Yeah, but yeah, that's a couple of nice bits there. So, like I just said, the detectoring gods are waking up, but we'll see. Well, there's a bit of trivia nonsense now, and I'm just sort of digging down here, having a little search around here, and if you come back over here, there's a gap in the hedge just there, and we've looked back on maps, and we've seen the original path sort of come across here. But we found that annular little brooch up there, so that would have been off the path. So we were having a discussion about that, and we think that when these fields get ploughed and turned over like this, it's nothing for a tractor to drag stuff off the path up here. And it could go right, it could be stuck on his wheels all the way over to that hedge there, turn up back up here. So we could be finding stuff down there, and that's the logics behind it. That path's, I don't know, it's sort of 1700, but well, we can get maps going back to 1700, so maybe a little bit more, but that's why we think it's off that path, because we've been finding quite a few bits on the path, have you just seen. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, I just did pop down that hill I was on about, that where I think that's come off the path, and I just thought I'll have a look around. And interestingly enough, I've just found a bloody big musket ball. There's quite a bit of ammunition and stuff. That musket ball's incidentally probably 1650, 1680, something like that. And I was only reading, I got a book about hordes and things like that that's just come through, and we're reading it last night, and it was saying over where we are there was a bit of a skirmish, civil war over here, so all these little bullets and musket balls and stuff like that could be something to do with it, who knows. But yeah, a lovely little musket ball. Yeah, well, we were talking about going up and down where the farmer's gone across that path with his plough. It could have been horses, could have been anything. In fact, I had a big blimmin' horse buckle just now, but I put it in here. But this thing here, it's not hammered, and I'm hoping I'm not going to trash it. I'm going to clean it up, but you've got the gist of it. It's a buckle of some sort. Hang on just a sec. Yeah, I just mentioned horse buckle. Well, I'm cleaning that other one up and then letting it dry. That was the other one I found on that bank. So that would have been the horse, probably pulling the plough. I expect. Well, we've cleaned it up as much as we can, and I don't want to mess with it anymore because it's going to break. There's no doubt about it. It feels a bit flimsy, this one. And we think it's a spectacle buckle, and we reckon it's around about 1500. Maybe earlier, and you'd be surprised. We've had a look, and we've ID'd some in the book, and they go back 1200. It's mad, these buckles. But yeah, you can see where the pin's gone across there, but all this is crud. So yeah, not doing anything more with that one just for the minute. What do you think that is then? It's an odd thing, isn't it? Stumped me a bit, that. I think it's I don't know, some sort of, well, tap thing, is it? Odd. If you know, let me know, because I ain't got a blooming clue. Well, the good thing is we haven't seen any snow, but I've just had this up. I don't know what it is, I ain't got a clue. It looks a bit crude and rough and ready, this bit. So I don't know. Could be off of anything. I found a blooming great big piece of lead just now. Sorry for breaking out of focus there, but look at this. Somebody, somewhere along the line, has been messing with that. Look at it. These cuts here. 1, 2, bit of one here, 3, and this is all crushed up and squashed. So, yeah, I know, it's a toast rack. I doubt it. It's interesting though, isn't it? You think to yourself, there's us on our phones playing about and looking at this and looking at that, and even you watching YouTube, and they would have been sat here years ago messing about with something like this for just something to do, to just pass the time. Interesting. And how old would that be? 500 years? Maybe? Well, here we go. Look, old George the First. 1714 he reigned to 1727. So we're talking 13 years. Unlucky for some, old Georgie boy. But yeah, George the First. I'll see if I can get a coin next to it here, or over the top of it here. But yeah, George the First. There's some age there. And yeah, we were just saying earlier, you know, we thought that path was around about 1700 or so, and that sort of dates it about right. But we have had stuff earlier, so but we're only going by the maps that we can actually physically see. One of these days, we're hoping to get a different map for this area and go back a bit further and get on it, not just sort of search. Well, it never ceases to amaze me the amount of stuff that comes out of this place. And this looks like a little 4-leaf clover off of something. I don't know what, but it's a cutie. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect. We don't often get excited about furniture and door bits and pieces. But that is a lovely little bit there. And there's a crack in it, I can see there. Yeah, granted, crack. But that is in beautiful condition. It's like it's come off yesterday. And I bet that's nigh on 1900s, that thing. Ish, but that's going to be hung up in the back of my van. What a beauty. Right, that's the end of that couple of days. I'm not going to finish off in Devon. I got to get that back down to Devon in a minute because it's going to start snowing, I believe. It's about freezing here at the minute. This ground's pretty solid and it's getting worse by the minute. It's the cold's really starting to kick in now, but I'm not too fussed about that, being a detectorist. Anyway, if you like the clip, please subscribe, like and comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. We just love the comments at the minute. I just put that Henry VIII up on my social media page, and some bloke reckons it's a testoon. It might be, I don't know, until we have a good look at it. That spearhead we found, somebody again just said, yep, it's B&Q job. So, and I just put a little thumbs up and a smile. So he's got his own opinion, we've got ours. But anyway, enough of this nonsense. We'll see you on the next dig, which will probably be in a week or so's time, weather permitting. Because if this ground gets any more harder, I'm going to have to bring me 10.5 Hitachi thingy up and sort of get it out that way, because you ain't going to touch it with this lot. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again.